hide and seek. Prepare to be caught. Here I come now. Let's play hide and seek. Hiding on the playground. No one dares to make a sound. Round and round and round and round. No one wants to be first found.
This is how sick this case has been from the beginning when it comes to Brian and not getting a fair trial. People right off the get-go, People magazine, accused Idaho killer Brian Kohberger allegedly had pictures of victim on his phone. Source says. This is splashed. This is in People magazine. This is distributed to so many people, and people that don't do anything else but sit and watch soap operas and reality shows like the Kardashians, and sit in a hair salon or wherever, nail salon, and just chat about nonsense. Read these things and they take it to heart. They believe it because they don't look in anywhere else. This is their go-to. And now, here's News Nation covering the People story. And you don't think News Nation covers even that, reaches out to that many more people talking about this? This is disgusting. Imagine yourself being a newscaster. Let's say a new one on the block, one that just came into the station from a different state. And let's say you're in Idaho. Let's say that one of the lighting rigs chose to crash down one day and take someone's life. Let's say the newscaster that's sitting beside you. Yet you weren't hurt, only they were hurt. You're the new girl. Remember, you're the new girl in town. And since they want to protect the station, and of course the insurance it would skyrocket, knowing that someone actually did this on purpose, right? I mean, not knowing that it wasn't safe and sound, but it'd be better if they knew someone did this on purpose, because then it was a different type scenario, especially with insurance, and with just everything when it comes to that. So who do they blame? Oh, let's blame the new girl on the block. Let's take this new person that just recently got there, let's say a month and a half maybe at the most. She hasn't quite fit in yet. She's still a little nervous. Kind of still looks around like not so sure of herself. Doesn't speak up quite as much as everybody else does when they're doing the news broadcast. Maybe doesn't go to all the, the after parties or the meetings or whatever, the ones that are not mandatory, the fun ones. The mandatory ones you got to go to, right? But let's just say the social ones. They're not showing up there as much as everybody else. So, of course, with that happening, you get talked about, I'm sure. So when something like this happens, and you're sitting next to the one that just passed away, hit by that light rig that is always secure, right? I mean, it's checked on a daily basis because of people being sitting there underneath on that desk underneath those lights, and they blame you. And you don't get a chance to say anything. You don't get a chance for a rebuttal. You don't get a chance to say that what happened or what didn't happen or wasn't your fault or you don't know how to do that or whatever. You're thrown in jail. But before that, they slam your name all over. The new girl, blah, blah, blah. And then they slap a gag order on it. So any and everything that you can't say anything. You can't say anything. You can't stick up for yourself when they bring in the bad information. The bad information being bad as in what it's saying about you, but also bad because it's not true. It's all hearsay. It's all rumored. It's all their speculation. And you have to sit there and take it because you are under a gag order and you can't say a damn thing. But everybody around you sure can. All the news people, all the fake news people, TMZ, Star Magazine, Inquirer, God only knows what they got to say. Now what? Well, you got to get a fair shake in that town, right? Everybody in that town, right down to the defense attorney, graduated from the University of Idaho. They had the buddy system. Now what you going to do? You just got there. You haven't built up a good, bankroll to afford this, so you've got to get a public defender. Now, although Anne's really damn good, she's still got those good old boys to contend with. And they come in fighting. But see, they were fighting before they even got there because they're the ones that set this up. They're the reason you're there. And they're the reasons behind the gag order, behind all this fake information that's being plastered everywhere. And there you sit, not able to do a darn thing. Relying on your attorney who maybe sat in the seat next to one of these people, the prosecutors, because they both went to the University of Idaho. And are in so many like-minded groups together and stuff like that because they're attorneys. They have to be. They have to keep up on new stuff. So now what? Well, accused news broadcaster killed her fellow newscaster. Allegedly, she climbed up there and cut some wires off this rig of lights right above his head. She came out unscathed. I mean, it could be anything for the headline. It could even be much simpler than that. But that's the whole gist of this. This is the whole thing. Look at all the things they have put out there about him that accused Idaho killer Brian Kohberger allegedly had pictures of victims on his phone. These are things that people are going to take to heart. Thompson even said there was no stalking, that Brian didn't stalk him, that his phone didn't ping in the area. Yet people are still talking about the goddamn pings. It's embedded in their brains. It is now a long, ugly worm of awful information that is untrue. We're just wiggling around up in their brains and they can't get it out. It's all they see now. All they see. Brian's bad, Brian's bad, Brian's bad. That's all they see. because of this. This is disgusting. This is scary. This is wrong. It's diabolical. It is unjust. It's crazy. Now what you gonna do, little lady? When you're the one this is happening to, because you allowed this to happen. Your higher ups who told you to say these, and then those people that surround that person. When will this ever end? When will this ever end? We're all supposed to live on this planet and get along as best we can, right? We're not supposed to eat each other. We're not supposed to stomp on each other while other people take photographs to put on the internet. It's not what it's supposed to be like. But every day it seems to get worse and worse and easier for people. Because for some reason, I don't know, that empath part in people, that nurturing, that caring, that understanding, that just loving part, that common sense. Where has the common sense gone? You're just all brainwashed. Bunch of darn robots walking around. Bunch of people with, like, literally zombies. That's it, zombies. We're back to the Walking Dead, right? Wow. Disgusting. Let's try to do better, people. Can we do better? That would be awesome. Love y'all. Have a great day. Well, not y'all. I don't feel that for old Bill Thompson. No, I don't. Several people. But that doesn't mean that I would be in this type of situation right here where I could get that broadcast, that amount of, I mean, that's just, how many people does this reach every day, every hour? Millions. It's got to be millions. Oh, smile at your neighbor. Giggle at their joke, even if it's stupid. Pick up that piece of trash that fell out of their garbage when they were putting it in there and help them get it in the garbage can. Let them pull it out of the driveway first, even though you were there at the same time, or maybe you were there just a little bit before. Let them go first. When you go to get your paper, pick theirs up and bring it to them. Simple things like that are what's going to make this world go around and keep going around and keep people on it. Because at this rate, whew. All right, love you guys. I'm not even going to play this. All we need to see is right here. I don't even have to play this thing. And I'm not going to either. Because this alone is getting it out there too much. For even those people those sheeple out there, this might even absorb into their brains. Because that's all it takes. So no, I'm not going to play this. Have a great day. Take some deep breaths. Love you.